Darkness and loneliness, I hate for breathing without you. I don't want to feel
What's going on, everybody? Big Mikey here. Another Music Mania, bringing it to you. New, the things I find on the internet, and this time I have the lovely Lish Ventura here on the set. You can hear her singing in the beginning. She is awesome. Okay, number one, I want to make sure. And thank you again for spending a little time with us today.
No problem whatsoever. I'm really excited to be here.
All right, so you are the lead singer of a Evanescence tribute band. I don't like to say cover band, personally, but it may or may not. I'm trying to teach myself, Mike, it's not a cover band anymore. Everybody says tribute. And the name of your band is Sweet Sacrifice, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
All right, now you guys are from Boston, which is really cool because, East Coast represent. Yeah! So why don't you give the audience just a little bit of what brought you to this? Why Evanescence? Did somebody say, "Hey, you could do this"?
It was actually my dad actually mentioned to my producer that I should maybe start singing some Evanescence because I could probably really showcase my talent through them. And I sang Everybody's Fool by them, and it went okay. It was like an okay thing, but we tried another one, which we did Imaginary by them, and it really took off, and I expanded I just completely expanded my voice for, completely expanded how I sang through them, and it's been about a year since I've been doing all of that kind of stuff, and I've obviously it's become so successful that I now have a band that is actually performing, and we're going to be performing next month and doing all this other stuff, and it's unbelievable, really. But that's basically how it got started, because my dad was like, "You should sing Evanescence."
So we got to congratulate Dad. Dad is definitely going to get some congratulations here because, I mean, honestly, and I'm a huge fan of Evanescence. Amy Lee, as far, I joke with my fiance all the time saying that Amy Lee is the only woman I would ever leave her for. And all I want Amy Lee to do is just sing to me a couple of times, and I'd be good. But even my fiance said, oh my God, she sounds so much like her, and but you still have your own twist on it too, and that's the key. It's really cool that you're doing this, but you're not trying to emulate her 100%, and that is phenomenal.
Thank you.
I've showed videos in the past. I did a little Music Mania extra with you, and it had so many people go, "Oh my God, where's this person been?" And we all say the same thing. Now, run with an older crowd. We're a lot of music lovers, but we all say the same thing. An 18-year-old. Now you're going to be 19 soon, and I mean, is this a lot to put on your shoulders? I mean, now you're talking touring. I heard a little bit about going out and doing some shows.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit of pressure on me, but honestly, I have a theater background, and through my high school experience, I did theater all 4 years, so I know how to at least present myself on a stage. And yes, this is totally different from theater, but I feel like it's in the same type of sense where I have to be in front of people and showcasing what I've got. Obviously, rehearsals are making it way easier because I'm starting to see how I can perform and all this other stuff. I'm not going to college next year, which is kind of like So that's pressure's gonna go off of me. It's just gonna be focusing on this. So it's way easier that I don't have something else stressing me out. It's just this that's stressing me out, I guess.
Well, I can see taking a year off of college to see if you can, hone this a little bit better. Now, I don't know if it was recently added to, but I do want to mention you have a Reverb Nation. You have your own page there, and it's chock full of music, which is really awesome, and videos as well. And I will make sure that I post this in with the YouTube so everybody gets a chance to see it. One song on this list though didn't belong, and I was like, really, why? And Titanium.
Yeah,
that one kind of threw me for a loop. I'm like, okay, I know all of these songs. Wait a minute, I know this song, but that's not where it belongs. What made you decide to do that?
that was before I got involved in the whole Evanescence thing. It was like in the middle, I guess. It was right after Everybody's Full, right after Imaginary, and I was like, oh, let's try this song. It's not one of my favorites, obviously. Some people actually really like it, but it's not one of my favorite songs to sing. But that's obviously not going to be on like a set list or anything.
Oh no, but I think it was. I mean, there's definitely a leap from what you've been doing, and to throw that in there, that really gets people. That caught my attention right away. I was just like, wow, that's something different. It was really good. I mean, regardless, you have a very unique voice. Okay, most people are going to say, oh yeah, she sounds just like Amy Lee, but you don't. You have her tones, but to and I've played instruments before in bands and stuff like that, in my past, but to a person who really listens to the music, you can tell that you have your own tone as well. You can reach those notes, but you do it your own way. And I mean, honestly, that's an amazing thing to do nowadays, especially for someone as big as Amy Lee. How has the crowds been? I know you've done a couple of things, and that has it been as big as me jumping up saying, oh, I gotta see. Are people really, is this a positive thing going on so far?
Yeah, we don't get a lot of haters over here. And that baffles me completely because I've obviously followed a lot of fan bases for a lot of things. There's always somebody who has something negative to say, and there's obviously not been a lot of negativity on my pages. If there is, then obviously if they keep continuing it, then we block them, obviously. But
yeah.
They've been really, really supportive, and obviously some like really hardcore Evanescence people are like, "You're not Amy Lee. What are you trying to do?" And I'm like, I'm just singing, man. Like, it's not even that.
Now,
It doesn't affect me.
now, reading on your Reverb site, you're also looking at doing some of your own stuff. Now, when are we going to be able to hear some of your own music? Is this something that's going to be happening maybe next year, end of this year, maybe?
We're getting in. It's probably going to be next year. We're focusing on the touring, but my band is. We're going to be working on original material, like as we're touring and as the shows get like more comfortable and stuff, and so we're not like totally focusing on just the shows. We're going to be focusing on making new music too.
Yeah, I honestly, even though you've got the whole tribute thing down pat, I really personally would like to see what you've got up your sleeves for some of your own creative material, and I'm looking forward to that, and I definitely want to be kept in the loop as far as that goes. Again, guys, this is Lish Ventura, and I had a hard time doing that with my tongue ring. I don't know why, but as you can tell, lots of piercings. Yeah, this is Lish Ventura, her band Sweet Sacrifice. She's the lead singer of an Evanescence tribute band from Boston, Massachusetts, and you've been doing this for quite some time now, since according to this, 2013.
Yeah.
So 2 years of this. Now, do you think that places like Reverb Nation and YouTube and stuff like that, has that really helped you out?
Reverb Nation has especially helped me. I'm #1 in Boston, and I'm #6 right now in pop in the nation, and #7 in the world. That's just for pop, and #34 in all genres on Reverb Nation. So I think that has really broadened the people viewing my profile and like seeing my music and all of that stuff. YouTube, I think, is like it's not really a place for music anymore. Really, it's more of like the vlogging and all that other stuff, I guess. It's a place for music videos and stuff, but I feel like Reverb Nation has helped out a lot more than YouTube.
I mean, that is awesome. And I have, I have to say that, I have not been a big Reverb Nation fan, only because Buffalo gets beat up in Reverb Nation. I don't know why. They just do.
That's awful.
But anyways, and I pick only because we have not had a lot of really good talent come out of Buffalo lately. Hopefully, we've got a couple that I've been keeping my eye on. But it's really cool to see, someone as young as yourself on the East Coast representing hard, working hard. I mean, it seems like every time I turn around, you're blowing up my Twitter. I see, I get little messages from Reverb Nation that you changed this or you added something to this. I mean, you're constantly keeping in touch with stuff, and I know they, I've had a couple people ask me, on your Reverb Nation, you have this section called Ask Lish Ventura Anything. Now, granted, you probably get some whacked out ones, and we're not going to go into that. But, I mean, do you make it a point to get back to those people? I mean, as soon as you possibly can. I mean, like I said, I see you popping up everywhere on social media.
Absolutely. Like, it's one of those, they're supporting me, so obviously I'm gonna like give back to them and like do as much as I can as possible to show that I do notice them, and I'm not like just like, oh yeah, there's the comment there, like I'm not gonna totally ignore it. I mean, like, I really appreciate all the feedback that people give me, so obviously I'm gonna try to give back to them as much as I can.
Very cool, very cool. So what do you have planned for the near future? I mean, what's going on? Is more studio time? Are you doing some more video recordings? I mean, honestly, the videos are amazing because, I mean, they're not like, you could tell that they're not like super pro, spending money on lighting and stuff, all that stuff like that. A lot of it looks very natural, like you go out to some place and you do the video and everything. Looks are amazing, okay? And as far as, and like I said, my fiance is like, she's 18. Come on. So the hard thing for a lot of people, nowadays you see a lot of people that are getting into it in their, mid to late 20s. You don't see a lot of teens getting out there doing what you're doing, and it looks like you're spending a lot of time on these videos, and the songs, you can tell that you've worked hard to get there. I mean, I don't even want to imagine how many hours a day you're doing this.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I've had to sacrifice a lot of different things in my life because this is like #1. Obviously, this is what I want to do, and this is what I want to continue to do. So I'm hoping that all of the hard work pays off in the end, because it's honestly become such a big thing for me, and it's basically a job for me. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. So, you've got plans on touring. You've already talked about that. Where do you see yourself in a year?
In a year, well, I'm hoping that I see myself starting to make a living off of this. I'm hoping that I get some revenue for everything that I've been doing, and maybe even like if we have a couple of original songs, and that's great. If we have a whole album of original songs, that's even better. But I want to see this even continue to progress even more, and this has become bigger than I ever thought I could imagine it to become. Like a year from before this, I didn't think that this could happen. But I hope that in a year that I see myself making a lot of money. Well, not a lot, but like enough so I can live off of.
Well, yeah, I mean that you know that's a very good beginner goal. I like that. You know, you're not shooting for the moon. You know, I want to get at least an album. You know, that's pretty good. I want to get at least an album. I mean, I'd love to hear, like I said, an album of your own original stuff. That would be really good. Now, 2 questions I had from my viewers. One is, have you ever met Amy Lee?
I have never met Amy Lee. I didn't even see them in concert because I was too young for their like prime, and I didn't really know about them that much. But I really wish that I could meet her. But I know that she has a few concert dates. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go to them because they're everywhere.
Oh yeah, and we got lucky. I actually, the last time I saw her was at our radio station's birthday bash here in Buffalo. It was right on Lake Erie, 2 huge stages, and she put on a phenomenal show. So getting lucky enough to get there, to get to see her, you know, I understand her. She toured her tour. That's one thing I don't understand is Evanescence tour schedule. I mean, it seems like they do like 1 month here, then 1 month overseas, then come back over here, and then 1 month. It's like, okay, I'm confused. But anyways, I mean, that's what they like to do. Second question is, okay, and I have to ask this. How long does it take for you to get ready for a video? Because, I mean, a lot of people were saying, like, wow, she's like, you know, I don't know, makeup and hair and all that stuff. You know, I don't get into this stuff, but, you know, I had a couple of female viewers wanted to know, how long does it take you to do one of those videos? Because the videos are awesome.
Well, how long it takes me to get ready is, well, I went to, this is a little backstory to, so it's, this is how I learned how to do it so fast. I went to a modeling school that's local. It was in Central Mass. And I went to the beauty school and I like learned how to do all of this stuff. I learned how to like put on makeup, get my hair done, and all that other stuff so I could do it myself. And it probably takes me like a half hour to 45 minutes to like fully put on like a full face of makeup. And then for my hair, it takes like, it all depends on like what kind of hair I'm doing. If I'm like curling it like it is right now, then it's probably like maybe like 20 minutes ish. But if I'm putting like a full like updo, it takes probably about an hour. So
it takes me about 2 seconds. Anyways.
It takes a long time.
All right, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play out a video. I want to thank you so much, Lish, for being here. It's great. And you know, again, guys, I'm going to post up Lish's music page and her Reverb Nation, as well as the band has a Facebook page too. So we'll be putting that up as well. Is there anything else you'd like to go out and you know, go out saying?
Well, if you want to see everything, then you can go to lishventura.com. That's where all of the music is, all of the videos, and all of the like touring information, everything like that.
Oh, there you go, touring information, guys. And we do have I have a couple of people that watch this show that are in Boston, so you know they're gonna end up showing up and saying, "Big Mikey sent me." So they're goofy like that. So if you see 2 big goofy guys, they're probably about my size, saying Big Mikey sent me, then you know we've done what we came here to do. All right, guys, I'll play a video out, and I want to thank you so much for being here. Again, this is Music Mania with Big Mikey at Lish Ventura from Sweet Sacrifice and Evanescence Tribute Band. And I will see you again next time, guys, on Music Mania. Peace.
Too short to put back together. and I